General Motors faces more tough questions about its ignition switch recall. The recall has been clouded in controversy for months now. An attorney suing the automaker says GM ordered hundreds of thousands of replacement switches months before it notified federal officials about the problem. Paula Toti has more on this ongoing investigation. Paula?
Rob, the revelation leads to questions about GM's credibility. The company has already admitted employees knew about problems with the ignition switches a decade before recalling nearly 2.6 million vehicles. An attorney suing the automaker on behalf of some of the victims says recently unclassified emails reveals GM top executives knew about the problem long before a recall was issued. CNN reports it has obtained emails that show urgent messages were sent to the ignition switch supplier asking for 500,000 replacement parts as soon as possible. The faulty switches are linked to at least 30 deaths. The problem's too much weight on the ignition key can move it out of the run position. That cuts power to the car and to the airbags and the braking system. GM picked Mary Barra to be the new CEO in December, but she didn't take over until January 15th. Barra says she first learned of the ignition problem in late January and that she and other top executives acted without hesitation to fix the problem. GM notified federal regulators of the recall plans on February 7th, and the recall was announced to the public a week later. GM says the emails are further evidence the company's system needed reform and says that has happened. The company says the delay that occurred after the parts order would not happen again today. Rob?
Paula, thanks very much. The attorney for the victim says at least 85 people were hurt, one killed, between the time the parts were ordered and the time the recall was announced.